can't move.
I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a parking lot and it went fine. And I'm going to tell you why it went fine and how to address it, because it was in a book I read and this is how you're supposed to address it, but it scared me. I'm literally shaking. So this guy, I am alone with my son, by myself, a woman, and a male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And before he was probably 30 feet from me when he said, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me." And he like immediately started going in the other direction. And I just kept saying it over and over and over. I said, "Do not approach me. Do not approach me." And he, of course, got "What the F?" Like, he started cussing and yelling, like, what's your problem? And I looked at him and he actually then crossed a couple cars down from my car. He didn't come anywhere near me. He crossed a couple cars down from my car and was like, continuing to cuss and say, "What's your problem?" And I said, "You do not approach women in a parking lot." I just kept saying, "Do not approach me. You do not approach women in a parking lot," like yelling it. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot, ever. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. And if a male does approach you, you need to turn around and use the strongest voice that you can possibly use with them. Don't be polite. They need to literally screw off. No male should be approaching you in a parking lot.
Women are failing men. Ladies, the reason that no man is approaching you is because of you, not them. I did the dirty work and asked men why they were afraid to talk to you and got over 5,000 responses. And there was definitely a common theme. Let's read some. I would say fear of rejection and being humiliated in front of everyone. I am not worthy enough to talk to women. I just have nothing to offer them except boring, normal life. Rejection paralyzes me. Current culture feels like I will be perceived as a creep for talking to a girl I don't know. Mostly it's the fear of rejection, like I'm bothering them somehow. Rejection, maybe. Ending up on TikTok, if you get my drift. Worried about being judged for not meeting the woman's appearance standards. So to the ladies, do better. The environment that you've created for men is only leading to the singleness that you continue to complain about. And to the men, maybe knowing that these responses were a trend amongst 5,000 of you is a bit reassuring, if anything.
Tell me why I get so mad when an ugly man approaches me or tries to hit on me. Like, the audacity, like, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will put men on blast who, like, maybe awkwardly approach them. You see also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently, sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. So there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like being exposed on social media. So
men are cautious. After getting rejected multiple times, they don't want to come off as creepy or weird, obviously. They don't want to get Me Too'd. They don't want the Me Too movement after them. Men are just cautious. They don't want to go through all this crap. I'd rather have a woman ignoring me than her yelling at me just because I wanted to say hi to her. You're cautious now. You know that if you talk to a woman, she can easily report you. You know now not to give her eye contact because she can report you. Even if she's giving you choosing signals, not to follow through with them because you know that she's just playing you. You know for a fact that she's just using you. She's just using you for validation. You know she's using you for attention, and then she can flip the script and saying that you're stalking her or that you're creeping her out, and then everybody's gonna be on her side. Now you look bad. Now you look like the bad guy. They don't want to go through all this, so now they're not giving women attention no more. And this is another reason why men are not approaching women. This is why they're not talking to women, because again, they don't want to get rejected. They don't want to come off as creepy. They don't want the Me Too movement after them. And now men are cautious. Men now know that, hey, if I talk to that woman right there, she could easily report me. She could easily say I'm a creep and then post me on her story, have everybody laugh at me and make fun of me. If you're a man watching this, stay safe. Monk mode. I used to be a big fan of monk mode. I used to participate in a lot. I used to 100% follow it religiously. Now, if you don't know what monk mode is basically F women, we're gonna do this shit our own. MGTOW, men go their own way. Basically how women say they don't need a man, we don't need a woman. We're just focusing on ourselves right now. We're trying to be the best version of ourselves. We're working out, we're getting our money right, we're eating right. We're just not even looking at women, we're not even focusing on them. Our main agenda, our main goal is just to be good right now. Our main agenda, our main goal is to just be the best version of ourselves. And at the end of the day, if the right woman comes along, then so be it. It's not like we're gonna go out seeking and searching for them. If they come along, that's cool. If they don't, oh well. We're still gonna be the best version of ourselves. We're still gonna be doing what we gotta do as a man at the end of the day. Even with men, if they're the best version of themselves, they work out, they got their own place, they're financially supported in life, they have a well-paying job, they got a nice car, they have a big social group. Even if you just had everything I just said as a man, women will still test you. You get tired of it. Over time, you're like, I had enough of these games, I'm not with these games. All these women are like this. And you're gonna have the copers out there saying, you're not finding the right ones, you're not finding the ones that are right for you. They're everywhere. Not the right women, I'm talking about all these girls, modern day women, they're everywhere. They don't care about men. They're just using men for free dinner dates. They're using men for validation. They're using men for attention. They're using men for their resources. Men are finally realizing that women ain't shit. Just like how women say men ain't shit and they're focusing on their careers in their early 20s. That's how men are nowadays. They're saying women ain't shit. I'm gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on my career. I'm gonna focus on being the best version of myself. And that is monk mode. They don't talk to women. They don't even look at women. They're not even texting with women. They're only focusing on them. They're only prioritizing themselves only. They're putting themselves first, as you should as a man. Last but not least, it is not worth the squeeze. Everything I just said, it is not worth it. It's not worth the squeeze anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everything I just said, why would a man go through all this just for a woman that doesn't even find him attractive for just using him? I know men are desperate nowadays, but we're not that desperate. We're not that desperate to the point where we're going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm not happy in my relationship, but this is all I got. Women get to pick and choose who they want. She can choose to easily choose Chad. Chad don't want to commit. Chad don't want to settle down. What does she do? She gets the next available guy that will put up with her crap. She will find a guy that will easily accept the way that she is. Even if she's been ran through or has a high body count, he won't care because he's not getting any with other women. This is all he can get, so of course he's going to put up with it, and the relationship is going to be doomed. It's going to be doomed from the get-go already. Let's say her friends are in her 30s and they're already getting married and having kids, and here she is, and she hit the wall, and now she's not getting anybody. I know in the red pill community when they say that when women hit the wall, they're not going to have any options, but that's not true. A lot of guys are fucking desperate that they don't care, even if she's 40 or 50. Even if she's 40 or 50, she's still going to have a lot of guys that want to have sex with her, but they may not commit, they may not want to take her seriously, but there's a handful of guys that will, and they're all in their early 20s. Men are so lonely. I don't think women realize it. I don't think men even realize it. A lot of guys will sit there and lie and brag about the girls that they slept with, but they're really lonely. They're not getting any DMs, they're not getting any messages from women. They don't know what it's like. Women don't know what it's like to go through that. Women just say, just download the dating app if you want a girlfriend. They download dating apps. Men download dating apps. They post their best pictures. Nothing. Crickets. Maybe 2 likes a week. Maybe none at all. Women, on the other hand, take a picture. She can even have 2 pictures. A crappy bio. 5 minutes later, 50 dudes already liked. 50 dudes trying to match. You like, the girls will like, swipe right on them, it's automatically a match. Women get to pick and choose who they date. If you see relationships where the girl is more hotter than the guy, she is just using him. She is just using him for whatever reason to her own benefit and gain. And this is why I say it's not worth the squeeze. It is not worth the squeeze to be emasculated just because you're not getting any. Anyways guys, this wraps up this video. Hopefully you learned something new in this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment, share, and subscribe. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.